Please help me to reach 1,000 subscribers. From the moment the words left her mouth, I knew everything had changed. We were standing in the middle of a family gathering, friends, relatives, people who had known me my whole life. It was the kind of event where smiles cover tension and everyone pretends everything is perfect. But that day the air felt heavy as if something was about to break. I didn't understand why until she opened her mouth. She looked straight at me with every pair of eyes in the room watching and announced, clear, sharp, and cold, that marrying me was her biggest regret. No hesitation. No warning. Nothing to soften the blow. For a second I couldn't even react. My mind scrambled for an explanation, some hint that she was joking, that this was some twisted attempt at humor. But no one laughed. No one even tried to ease the moment. All eyes were on me, some shocked, some uncomfortable, some just waiting to see what I would do. I wanted to respond. I wanted to defend myself, to fire back, to make her feel the sting of her own words. But as I looked at her, the woman I had loved, trusted, and built a future with, I realized something. My anger wasn't just about what she said in that moment. It was about years of betrayal that had finally stepped into the light. Because deep down I had known. The late nights. The secretive behavior. The emotional distance. The small signs that she was drifting away long before this day. Hearing her say it aloud, in front of everyone, snapped everything into focus. I looked around the room, searching for even one face that could ground me. Instead, I saw whispers, judgment, pity, the kind of looks people save for dramatic scandals. I could almost feel the room anticipating my collapse. But they didn't get what they expected. I didn't shout. I didn't break. I simply turned around and walked away. Slow. Calm. Purposeful. She stared at me stunned. She had expected me to fall apart, to beg, to react dramatically. But I kept walking. I didn't turn back. That single decision felt like the first breath I had taken in years. Stepping outside, the cool air hit me hard. But it felt refreshing, like waking up from a long, suffocating sleep. Everything I had been carrying, every excuse I had made for her, every compromise that drained me, it all began to fall away with each step I took. By the time I got to my car, I felt lighter than I had in a long time. In that moment, I made myself a promise. Never again would I let someone make me feel unworthy of respect, love, or peace. Later she called. She texted. She insisted she didn't mean it. She claimed she was stressed, overwhelmed, emotional. But the truth was already clear. Her words weren't an accident. They were a confession of everything she had been hiding for years. I didn't return to her. I didn't need to. Walking away was not weakness. It was strength, strength I didn't know I still had. The following days made me realize how much I had allowed myself to endure. I had stayed in a marriage that drained me, hoping things would magically fix themselves. But leaving that room was the first step toward reclaiming my life. And as I drove away from the house, from the crowd, from her shocked expression, I understood something powerful. Sometimes the most powerful response is silence. Sometimes the greatest revenge is choosing yourself. Sometimes freedom speaks louder than any argument ever could. I didn't look back. I didn't need to. Her regret would remain with her. My future was finally mine. Every mile I put between us was a mile closer to peace, dignity, and the life I should have been living all along. She never imagined I'd actually walk away for good. But that day in front of everyone, I showed her exactly who I had become. Leaving wasn't just an exit. It was a beginning, one built on self-worth, clarity, and the knowledge that no one will ever define my value again. Please help me to reach 1,000 subscribers.